Čtvrtfinále Mastercard Hitpoint Winter. Za námi zavítal coach týmu Entropic, Tim, Nalu, hostník Tim. Welcome to the interview and thanks for coming here. I would like to congratulations on the win versus Cryptova. It was quite quick 3-0. So are you satisfied with how your boys performed in their first official best of 5?
I was actually a little bit scared going into it because at the end, Frigo don't have that much professional experience. But after we started playing, we slowly saw some fail flashes and stuff like that. But slowly they got used to, playing on the stage. And I think it was really good that we had this best of 5 against Cryptova, so we can slowly get into things because on practice, let's say we're playing way more aggressive and fast.
Yeah, I mean, these mistakes will, as you said, it's natural for the new players and the nerves come with it. And then also I would like to ask you about Frigo and Pocok. How was the process after the summer season? Because, of course, Aaron, he ended in the team. And then with Rames, it was the travel issues. So it was needed to find a new jungler. So how did you go about finding these two players? Because we have Pocok already played in our domestic league, but Frigo is completely new name for us. So how would you maybe describe these players, and as well, how did you manage to take them in the squad?
The process was actually pretty fast and a little bit difficult because we had very, very, very little time, and almost all of us were on vacation as we started to make a list. So we were a little bit surprised with the winter split announcement and when it will be and how the roster locks are going to be. But we managed to, pull everyone together, get some candidates, test them out, and Frigo and Eddie were the best options we had on paper. And we were pretty happy with their attitude and how they play, and we just decided let's proceed going forward. Of course, we're gonna miss Eren and especially Rames, but in terms of the visa situation, we just couldn't do anything. We tried for a year, and we just didn't want to go into another year with the same problems, right?
Yeah, that's good for you, definitely. And also, as for especially Frigo and maybe Pocok a little bit, but as you said, the nerves and the players are not so experienced. How do you think maybe, for example, the rest of the squad, like Danik and Robocop, they have a lot of experience and a lot of matches already played. So how do you think these players or the teammates can help the new mid jungle duo to incorporate and to get the competitive spirit going, especially, as I said, for Frigo?
Yeah, I'm not really scared about Frigo. When I was watching Frigo, he was the only candidate I watched from, that actually I thought before even knowing his name that it's actually a Smurf from an LEC player when he was playing solo queue. Okay. So from gameplay point of view, he's solo killing everyone. He has the mechanics. He's also a very quick learner, and he's basically the game is him. So he reminds me a little bit of Caps, back in the day when I was in Enigma and Caps was still playing there before he went to LEC. So I would say I'm not too scared about Frigo at all because he is someone that just goes balls to the walls and he's not scared to do plays. We were kind of a little bit sad today that, we got double banned on Yone and Silas all the time, so he couldn't show a little bit more proactiveness, but that's why we went for Galio in the third game to at least show, we didn't want to play another Victor Karma game for the third game, right, in the series. For Eddie, I would say he requires a little bit more confidence in himself. Through scrims, he improved a lot when it comes to what he has to do. But the problem is that bad habits stay with you for a very long time, usually around a month to 2. And he actually knows what he should be doing. But when other factors come into play, he's usually defaulting into his old bad habits on his previous teams. And we slowly just are giving him time to acclimate. So that's why we're very happy that if we proceed and we go from the finals to the teams, is that we have about 3 weeks so we can slowly acclimate and get used to those good habits we built through practice and really make a part of them when actually there's pressure on players, right? Because that is the big thing.
Yeah, okay, that's definitely great to hear. I mean, baby caps on mid lane. I already love the storytelling for your new Polish mid laner. And as for the next BO5 that is awaiting you next week versus Dynamo Eklot, you have already played versus DNE during the summer split, and you ended up winning, but now it's a different squad. So how are you confident about going into DNE, into this best of 5?
I think we have better chances that we had in summer, mainly because of how players are. Like Frigo can match against Jekisek really good. I don't think Jekisek can match up to Frigo like one-on-one at all. So there should be no advantage there. And in terms of like the jungle situation, I think both junglers are very similar. But Rames was a little bit, I would say, more aggressive, more mechanical gifted, not by much, but and the other ones like got way more stable, like Kantos, Robo. They improved a lot from the summer, and I think that I'm going pretty confident into this. There's also the meta that suits us pretty well based on playstyle and what champions are strong or not. So yeah, I'm expecting an interesting series, but I'm expecting a win on Wednesday.
Okay, and as for the goals for the winter split, I suppose it's getting to the LAN event to Athens, right?
Winning it, of course. Yeah, not just getting there. Getting there is the first step, but I think based on what I've seen from the EBL teams and the Greek teams, of course, it's very hard for you guys to trust us because of the really poor performance we had on Neo Masters. But based on, again, scrims results and stuff like that, EBL teams and Greek teams shouldn't be a problem going forward. So as long as we get comfortable and we have those 3 weeks to prepare and get Frigo and Eddie in a really good state of mind, and we have a normal setup and normal PCs on the LAN itself, then it will be really good to get the win for the Czech Republic.
Okay, I love the confidence. That's great to hear, and we definitely need and want strong Entropic in our scene. And as for the next year, I mean, depends how much you have decided. Do you have already some plans established? How are you going to go about next week? Like, are you planning to keep this roster if the winter split goes according to your plans and the players fit well?
We don't know. We're gonna definitely give those 2 players a chance, and of course keep them on our radar. We don't know what we're gonna decide. We don't know who are we gonna test. We don't know. We don't know yet, because the problem is that Riot made it very difficult for teams to get new roster changes, because most teams are actually trying things out. Like, I know that LVP, LFL, all the teams are like, there's tryouts are going on right now, like 100%, and nobody really cares about the Iberian Cup or the French Cup that is going on right now. So because of that, all the rosters are like kind of like a lot of good players are gonna be already picked by the time preseason even starts. And yeah, we will see who is gonna be on the market, who's gonna try out. So I have no idea if we're gonna move with the same players, but if the players perform right, of course we will give everyone the chance to be better than the opposition, and they will have 2 months of practice over any other candidate, right? So that is, I think, a huge advantage over the rest of the tryouts.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense that it's still up in the air due to the circumstances and due to the quick roster management. Also the winter rule, that was kind of a bummer for all the teams for the winter split and for the roster completions. Okay, Tim, thanks a lot for the interview. Now for any last words that you would like to send to your fans and into the stream, now's your time.
Yeah, I really appreciate, again, everyone watching. Like always, without the fans, there would be no League of Legends. There would be no people that actually can live from the game that we all love to play and watch. And I'm thankful to everyone. We will do our best to not show the same performance we did in Neo Masters, but for the Czech part, we will give 150% and confidently try to go through the Dynamo and potentially final matches and show that we're the best Czech team first, and then the best team from the 3 regions.
Okay, Tim, thanks a lot, and good luck in your future matches. See you some next time.
Thank you very much, Morce. Bye-bye.